start with the reading, Leo. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Keep in mind that the energies do go both ways, so feel free to interpret the messages as the best resonate with your own situation. Also, I am selecting people for free personal readings. Keep watching to know how to get selected. Alright, let's see what's going on in your situation, Leo. Wow. We start very strong here. Okay, so what we're seeing here is definitely a huge temptation. In the very center of the reading, we have two opposite cards, the Lovers and the Devil. Right here, you see actually a very important choice. Of course, we are seeing love. We are seeing that emotion that feels so strong that it can really change your whole life, your vision of yourself, your vision of your future. There's a lot happening here, and it's not easy to always keep a clear mind on what you want to achieve. And so that's where the temptation comes in, because here, other than the fact that of course we see love energy, we have a choice that you have to make that can impact deeply your future. On one end, you have a choice based on your values, based on what's really important to you and what you consider as something that can make you happy in the future, in the long term. Whereas instead here, you have that temptation, that quick validation, something that comes in and you know that it's going to make you feel good right away. But you also know that when you wake up the day after, you might regret doing this. And so right here, obviously you have a choice to make, a temptation regarding someone here who is definitely going to come back. We see, and soon we will look into this position here with the Eight of Cups, someone leaving, but it's clear that right now this person is about to be back. Maybe for the first time since you broke up, or maybe he's coming back again. This could be something that has happened before and keeps happening. A cycle that you cannot break because this temptation is just too big. And this connection, whenever the two of you are actually together, it feels beautiful. It feels like nothing else you've ever experienced in your life. And so clearly here, you are going to think about this if you're not already. In fact, your focus right here is the world. You know, what I'm seeing here is that you're thinking about closure. You're telling yourself, you know what, maybe I should consider seeing this person once again, just once more, so that I get closure. But reopening doors to people that you might perceive as toxic, that's not closure. That's not. And it's really easy to fall in that temptation. Sometimes because we tell ourselves, maybe there is more to this. Maybe there is more that it's about to happen between the two of us, and I will not know if there is or not until I try, until I put myself out there and perhaps even risk my heart. So right here, clearly you're wanting to get some sort of closure. You don't do this on purpose, but it's really hard to keep away from something so strong. And when this person is going to come in soon, my God, look at this. They will make it very hard on you. Also because I feel this person knows what buttons to push. They know how to really get close to you. This person knows you for better or worse, whether it's a good thing or not. They clearly know you. In the past position, we have the Eight of Cups. Someone leaving. Someone deciding that it's time for them to just move away from a situation that it's very emotional, Right here, they're leaving, they're not looking back, they're setting everything on fire here, and they are acting very distant emotionally. And that hurts. That's awful. Because you're not seeing just someone leaving, you're seeing them leaving and acting as though they never cared. That's one of the most awful things in relationships where you felt the lover's energy, which is once in a lifetime. When you feel that, you always think of it as something that you will never be able to experience ever again. And so, how do you really let it go? It's not possible, or at least it's not easy. And so, keep in mind that what I'm saying about this reading, about this choice, it's never judgmental. I'm never going to tell you what you should do. That's your life. And honestly, you might be seeing things that we can see in the reading. You might have a reason why you want to connect with this person once again. And hopefully soon we will try to understand why. Overall, here in the past, we see how this breakup really burned your soul. And it's still somewhat alive. You are also looking for happiness, but as far as you know, you feel like happiness right now is reachable just if this situation gets fixed. If you get that closure, whether you go back together or not, you need that closure. But don't use it as an excuse. Don't do that to yourself, Leo. You deserve much better than that. In your strength position, we have the Nine of Pentacles. And it is that independency. It is that solid foundation that you have to build within yourself, underneath your feet. And you cannot expect anyone else to build it for you. And you can do this. You got this. It's important to see here, one message that I'm getting is that definitely this person used to really drain your energy. They were getting using a lot of your time, a lot of your overall energy, as we were saying. And now you do not want to go back to that. You want someone who builds you up, someone who raises you up instead of you always having to do it with them. You want someone who also has this Nine of Pentacles energy and someone who can truly take care of themselves. Otherwise, if they have to rely on you for every little thing, it's not going to work out. Not just this situation, this relationship, but any relationship in general. They're not going to work out in that case. In your weakness position, your weakness, Three of Pentacles. Right here, you might be sometimes trying to justify certain things, trying to see the situation as though this person is on the same page as you or was on the same page as you, but maybe, external factor. Something happened, but it wasn't fully their fault. It's just life happening. And so that's why we ended up wanting different things or behaving in different ways. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. You might be right. But at the same time, what I know is that whenever you really care about someone, you find the time, you find the way. And so right here, there is something that might have made things difficult in the relationship. But at the same time, you can still work your butt off to make something happen. And so keep that in mind. I'm not sure what that message really is going to mean to you, but it definitely has something to do with the situation. Now, in the hidden energies, we get the Magician and the Queen of Cups as well. This High Priestess wants to connect with these as well. These cards are all talking about what's coming next. And it's major, Leo. It's really major. We have seen it right here as the moving energy of this overall reading. And now we clearly get confirmation. Someone is working behind the scenes, the Magician. They are clearly looking at a specific situation, event coming up, something that they are planning. They have this vision and they're already working towards it. This person is definitely coming in, and that will really define the future, your future. Even if it's just the immediate future, It's going to be up to you deciding how the situation is going to evolve. But from their end, we have someone who's coming in with a major apology. Someone who, again, with the magician, has been trying to connect with you. Have you been thinking more about them lately? Have you been seeing things around you, signs that remind you either of them or remind you of beautiful moments and memories that you had together? That's because of the magician. And right now, with the Queen of Cups, we see this person coming back. We see out of the blue this person coming up and honestly putting you into this confusing state, not knowing what to do. Where should I go? Towards the lovers? Towards the devil? Which choice should I make here? It's not gonna be easy because that temptation is gonna be huge. At the same time, let's not ignore the fact that we have the Wheel of Fortune. So something really feels changed. And we need to understand if this change that we see here is actually a permanent one or if it's just one of their quick changes that last just a little bit and then they go back to who they were before. Why is this situation coming back up now? What is the meaning of all of this? Is this the time where you're really going to get closure? And again, what would happen if you were to give it another chance? I mean, these cards are beautiful and are talking about a change into the very element of this person. Now we start seeing Pentacles right next to the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about someone more grounded. So let's keep looking into this. Let's see what this person is coming in with. What's their message? What do they want to say to you? What are their long-term intentions, not the short-term? Let's skip on those. We don't care. Let's see how the situation would evolve if you were to give it another chance. Let's keep looking into the situation. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, just follow me in the extended video link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Leo. Definitely not a easy choice. Although, you should always put yourself first. Whenever you are in doubt, whenever you don't know what really to do and what really to decide, you should always think that you have to make sure that you are happy, that you have everything that you want. Yes, be selfish. Even if the person seems desperate, if you don't think about yourself first, it's really much like when you fly and you see the flight attendants telling you if you have someone right next to you that you have to help putting a mask on in case something happens, make sure to put it on yourself first. And that is an example that can apply to your whole life. And it makes perfect sense. How can you help someone if you're not in the position where you can really help them? If you're not in the position where you're stable and you have everything that you need without relying on them. And so right here, we see that that's definitely easier said than done, is it? Because this temptation and your heart are going to try everything possible in order to send you in that direction right there. So let's just try to find out more about the situation and about this person's intentions. Let's flip a little bit and see what they want at this moment in time, but especially what their intentions for the future with you are. Let's start from that. The Wheel of Fortune right there immediately. This is strong. The Nine of Cups doesn't surprise me. Okay. And the reconciliation there. Look at that. Eight of Cups reversed. What I see right here is something very, very important.